Hello. Happy, happy Monday. I just wanted to give a little message to the collective, huh? The very dedicated watchers of all the readers on YouTube. And I want them to keep in mind to listen very closely to your readers, okay? Because just like we pay for cable and certain channels, and since we already pay, well, some of us, we already pay for BET to watch all those beautiful Tyler Perry shows, I don't think it's fair that we also have to pay readers to give us stories right out of Tyler Perry scripts, okay? And some of you, readers, I mean, are reciting pieces of Tyler Perry shows. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I did say that, we used to use tarot cards, and some still do, which I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? But I had a little bit of a problem when they started writing on the cards. And then the cards were often directed to certain people, meaning it was a message that someone was telling them to write down, pinpointing a specific person, right? And I think it's wrong because, shoot, if you want to tell me something, I think you have all avenues in which to find me and tell me, even if it's anonymously. But to make it a general reading, then say this is for the collective. Take it if it resonates. If it don't, leave it, right? But you're purposely writing messages to one person and then asking for donations, knowing full well that it is not a reading, it is a message pinpointing a certain person about a certain problem that's going on. And then on top of that, you're purposely trying to derail a person so that they don't find out what's really happening. And on top of that, you are throwing in plots from Tyler Perry shows. And do you really think that people are not going to get it? I know Tyler Perry is not making shows based on my life. And I for sure have not been an exotic dancer. I mean, they've even gone as far as to call me slow, an exotic dancer, all kinds of stuff. I mean, the list is long. The fact that they get off on insulting me, I think you have a problem. But the real sad part is that you keep recruiting people to do this for you, and you think the shit is amusing. And you're not only collecting karma yourself, but now you got readers also collecting karma. And I know that everybody has apparently everybody has a price, because you have all sold yourself to the devil doing this bullshit, because you could very well be a reader without having to do that karmic stuff. You really don't have to do it. But apparently the money must look good, right? So let me put that aside, right? Because you really ought to be embarrassed. Because if I am picking up the episodes I watch, and then you're telling me the freaking episodes that I watch again, seriously? All right, so I hope that you feel stupid, because if I got it, many other people got it too. And if I don't know if you think that I'm insulted. I'm not insulted. I pity you that this is the type of employment that you chose. And instead of being, you want to be known as a chosen or known as a mystic and all of that. And what you're doing is bamboozling people. So that's one, right? And yeah, because I mean, nowadays everybody has a price, right? Including the probation officer, who kept telling me, "Oh yeah, he's been locked up for 2 months. He's locked up over here." Oh no. Oh yeah. No, because they moved him. And the entire time, he's not even here, in another country. So I had a nice meeting with the FBI today. Of course, not here, because since my house is bugged, I have hidden cameras in my house. I'm a Truman Show somewhere. If anybody knows where they're watching me, please record it. Send me, because I'd like to see what you see. And the very fact that they get so much joy out of this and have the nerve to call me crazy. If I'm crazy, what in God's name would you call that? It's way past voyeurism. It's beyond peeping Tom. What do you call that? What is the classification for that? And you should have went somewhere where they cannot extradite you, sir. And I know money makes the world go round. Money makes people do a lot of things. It is true. But the hate, I keep thinking back to see what it is that I did to cause these people, and particularly family members, to hate me so much. Only thing I could come up with is when I dyed my hair and I put some contacts on. My sister said, "You trying to be white?" I have a daughter. Looks just like this. Natural blue eyes. So my husband had blonde hair and blue eyes. He's Irish. My ex-husband. Nobody's telling her she look white. She may not have blonde hair. She's got my natural color. And when African American women wear wigs that are orange or blue or high yellow, green. I've seen rainbow shit. I don't feel the need to say that they look like Ronald McDonald or fucking Smurf. None of that. I kind of figure they're color coordinating, right? You know, most likely, because I love to coordinate everything. I love to match. Look, even the boots. I love to color coordinate. So I figure that's what they're doing. So why do I want to be white? Because I happen to think that this color looks nice on me. Why is that a problem? Why do you hate it so much? I was talking to my older daughter not too long ago, and she said she was going to a club with my son for graduation. He was, I'm gonna take him to a to a club, but like I don't know how to call it, like a black club, hip hop club. Thank you. I was like, okay, I don't really want to go. I'm not really into hip hop like that. You can't really dance to it. It's not like you can fucking dance to it. Let's be real. You can bob your hair, but you can't really dance to it. It's not like back in the days where you could break dance. They don't do that shit no more, right? And I go, nah, I don't really liking it, And she goes, well, maybe you don't like it because bitches probably think you trying to act white. Now, I got that from my older sister, years ago. I even asked her to do my makeup one time. And she put baby blue eyeshadow here and bright red lipstick. And put, like, real light foundation on me. It made me look like a fucking clown. And she was so happy. Her heart was shining that she made me look like a clown in the picture. I knew then that her heart was dark. My daughter gave me that same look. At this point, this was like June, I had no idea that my family had been stealing from me for already 5 years. And they were really just, can't wait to get away from you. They were just, visiting me for the day. And what I mean to say is sometimes people are very blatant in how they feel about you. But your love or my love for them is so great that you really try to let it go over your head. And you try to say, well, what can you do, right? My sister told me when I was painting a couple years back, when I was a little tight, she said, oh, sis, I could sell those paintings for you. Paint as many as you can, mail them to me, and I'll sell them at my next expo. And, I'll send you the money. I said, oh, man, that would help me a great deal, sis. Thanks. I painted like 10 of them for her. I didn't know that she was holding them, eagerly awaiting my death in the hopes that they will probably go up in price. Because artists, their stuff goes up after you're dead. And going back to the probation officer, I called him 2, 3 times. He gave me 2, 3 excuses. And then I found out the person he's supposed to be supervising is not even in the state. So I reported him. And then they sent me a letter and told me that he was no longer under supervision. In other words, to cover the probation officer's ass. You can't cover it because I already have the messages weeks before that letter with his 3 different excuses as to where that man was, where he wasn't, though. So, as I said, I had a nice long talk on the lawn with the FBI so that, all the electrical equipment here won't listen, because every time I say something, the people on they're listening, adjusting to whatever I say, fixing, that is probably changing cameras, whatever. So I just want to say, be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you donate to. Okay? Please. And the question I have to the people that are doing this to me, did you really think it was a good idea to go through all of this trouble that now you have to face? Because there is no covering up anything. The overseas accounts, the erasing my name off the will, because it doesn't matter how many how many times you erase my name. There is always an original template. There is always a paper trail, and all you fools left paper trails everywhere. Why? Because officials don't trust anyone. Even if they take your money, they keep a secret file for themselves, just in case you turncoat. Because if you're willing to sell your family off, they know that you are a #1 turncoat. And if you could sell your family down the river, and they're not family, the hell makes them think that you won't turn on them? So the first thing they do is take your money, yes, you to death, and absolutely keep a secret file. Absolutely keep the originals. Because they absolutely will not lose their life for you. And as soon as the group gets some static, they separate. And I've already heard it by 1,000 readers that they've already said, every man for themselves. So, if you guys have that type of attitude, every man for themselves, what makes you think that every man doesn't have their own secret file? Think about it. So, even if you manage to kill me, right? Which you can't. One is getting nervous of the other, and they're recovering all their hidden files. FBI already has 2 informants that belong to your group. What do you want? Yeah. They already know that you poisoned my medicine before it even got to the post office in New York to mail it to me. So my medicine was poisoned in New York before it even got to me. So much so, they went to the pharmacy to pick up my medicine without me even asking. Because they didn't know that I had already changed my medicine to Florida. Because why would I let someone that already poisoned me go get my medicine again? Make it make sense. Thank God I don't do any drugs, because yes, I would have been dead. They would have gave me fentanyl, whatever the fuck they're killing people with now. My ex-husband told me, oh, you wake up in the morning and you start drinking. Where'd you get that story from? Ask whoever is filming me all damn day. Check the videotape. Like they say, go to the videotape. Doesn't my sister have a private investigator on me at all times? Don't you follow me up to the bar? Ask the bartender. They must hate me because the most they get out of me is $15. One drink. And not even every day. Because karaoke is only twice a week. So, you guys are so eager to get away with all the fuckery you did that you are tripping over your own feet, biting your nose to spite your face, and all the other idioms you want to say. And trust me, I'm fuming, but I refuse to give any of you fuckers a reason to point the finger at me. Because my mom always used to say, never give anybody a reason to point the finger at you. Right? I remember that. In Spanish, she used to say, dime con quién andas y te digo quién eres. Tell me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are. I walk with God. I walk with my spirits. And anybody could tell you here, when I walk out that door, I walk straight down the middle of the street with no one. Literally, cars wait for me to walk down. I have to turn around to see if there's a car behind me and move out of the way, because they won't even beep. They will not even honk. They will slow the hell down until I figure out that there is a car behind me. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I love my neighborhood. I love my neighborhood. They may not love me. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I feel safe. I heard that, I don't know if it's most likely it's my brother and the other karmic fool. They moved to my city. After I spent all this time to get the hell away from them, they have the nerve to come and move over here. I don't know why your life goal is to get under my skin. Because you yourself told me that your city wasn't big enough for the both of us. And made my life hell over there. You paid people to rob my house every damn day. You took my identifications. You took my nursing exams. You took my paperwork, my medical records, and doctored them. You keep asking doctors about me. You cannot make stuff up. You cannot automatically tell the hospital to put in their files that I have been there. I have never been locked up in a hospital. One time. I was 15. That was it. For 2 weeks. That was it. So I leave that town so that you could be the Big Mac Daddy over there because I was so, I don't know, intimidating to your life. And I come all the way to fuck over here. And now they tell me that you moved over here. And then you put a commercial on the thing. Oh, Speakeasy in Ormond Beach. What is your incessant need to try to one-up me? What is the competition for? I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. I don't care what you do. You never cared about me so much. Why do you care? I've always had a smaller place than you. You've always had a big 4-bedroom house. And did what with it? Absolutely nothing. Your anger is misplaced. You're angry with me. I went to fashion industries for interior design and fashion design. So, of course, I like to keep my house decorated. You're a man. You don't know how to do that. And you're with a ditz that doesn't know how to do that because she likes to live off people. So, open a book, go on Home Garden Network or something and figure it out. I gave you a box of stuff for the house, curtains and everything. And an entire 2 years later, you told me the box was still in your garage. But you're mad at me because my house is nice and you still don't do nothing with the house. You got a kennel in your living room, 3 big ass dog cages. Why is that my fault? Why are you mad at me? We're different people. And yet, you choose to criticize me with your friends. And I have never criticized you to anyone. When we argue, I'll write a 4-page letter to you, mother flower, not to anybody else. I don't tell nobody else your business. Your little friend Kareem came to me and told me your personal business. And what did I tell you? Did I tell anybody else? No. I said, Anthony, your little friend told me, you need to talk to him because he's saying shit that he shouldn't be saying. And what did you do? You kept the friend and tried to destroy me because I told you that he's fucking talking like a bird. Make it make sense. You should have said, thank you, sis. I'm going to take care of that. No, you didn't. You kept a friend. Matter of fact, kept a friend, stole lyrics, made music, didn't give me credit, stole my money, even more stuff from my house, stole outfits, stole clothes, stole my business. But no, thank you. Thank you for telling me that he's a hypocrite. Right? Why? Because you paid him to come to my house to steal my wallet, to steal my IDs, because you needed my identity. The fuckery is insane. Really. And because my sister's military and a computer analyst and apparently some hot shit in Georgia, she feels that she can get away with everything, right? You and her think that money is the only thing that makes the world go round. And her and Natalie hate me so much, but want to copy every goddamn thing that I do. Make it make sense. When I moved to Florida, what were my words? I said, let's make a business, because what were the words out of your mouth? I want to build a legacy, Espinosa legacy. I said, all right, Anthony, let's do that. Let's do this, but you got to get up early. That's what I said. I might as well, did I stick a knife in you when I said that? Because you went ape shit. Or because I said you should get up early. Because you believed in sleeping till 5 o'clock and then selling drugs from 5 to 5 in the morning. And all I did was say, we got to get up early if we want to do this. Is it easy? No. Can we work on it? Yes. We were young. We are still young. So I teach you, do X, Y, and Z. And what did you do? I got the business. I said, yeah, we could do this together. You went and got your own LLC. You went, you did everything. And then you said, my uncle taught me how to do this. So my idea, when I got my business, was to include you so we can build a legacy. And your idea was to get your business and completely shut me out and tell everybody that I was a sex worker to pay my bills. I've been working for 30 years. Why the fuck would I have to sell my body to pay my bills? I get a pension, bro. Do you? No. Because drug dealers don't get pension, they don't get 401k, and they damn sure don't get Social Security. But again, I'm the bad one because I'm speaking truth, sir. My sister tells the readers that I ruined her life. When I was born, I ruined her life. How in the fuck did I ruin her life? She left the house when I was 8 years old. What the fuck can an 8-year-old do to ruin her life? I really would love to know. She was in Catholic school. And I was in PS 86 and then PS 95. Only thing she had to do was pick me up from school, from my babysitter. How did I ruin her life? And she was gone by the time I was 8. Gone. Never came back. Once in a blue. How the hell did I ruin your life again? How? In what way? And now they're making reports that I might have killed somebody and that I don't remember because I was in psychosis. How far are you gonna go? Like, really? How far are you gonna go? I've never been admitted to the hospital, to any psych ward, my entire adult life. I'll give you one even better. Let's make this real concrete. I've had a therapist, I'm 50, for over 25 years with notes, proof. And since My husband's been fucking with me, my sister, my brother. She has notes from day one of what all you fuckers been doing. And she has agreed to take the stand with all those notes. And has agreed to not take any fucking payment from you guys either. So she's not gonna change her mind. So I don't suggest that you keep digging this freaking hole any deeper. Because you're really, really, really looking terrible. Really. You're really looking terrible. And for no reason at all. I know my family in Puerto Rico because I was there when I was 16 and spent so much time in Catalina's house with all the fruit trees in the front. Bacao used to come and he used to drink and he used to fall asleep on the table in the side of the house by the tool shed. On top of the table, when we used to get so scared, Baca, and we used to be like, don't yell because he'll wake up and bust his ass. So we used to sneak up to him and wake him up slowly so he could get off that table. And we used to sit on the swing on the porch with Titi Juli. Yeah, Titi Julia. She used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if we was up, and she would make fried plátanos. 3 o'clock in the morning. She had a picture hugging Hector, right? Macho Camacho, the boxer, right on her mantle in the living room next to her kitchen in her house, not in Catalina's house. Yeah, I spent a lot of time with them. They made a house behind Catalina's house for Luz Teresa and Marisol before Marisol died. Marisol died in the Bronx of AIDS. I remember I went into I was in the hospital room with Daddy because that was Daddy's favorite niece. I remember all of this. I went to Luz Maria's house every single Friday with Daddy. I spent time with her every single week. And then I would cross the street from her house to Grisel's house, her daughter, to hang out with her and play with her little daughter. All my life, my whole childhood. I met Yvonne when I was young. And I see her now on TikTok and she's pretending that that's not her, pretending that she don't know me and everything. I remember that huge house. I remember the concrete house they made behind Luz Teresa's house when Luz Maria went down to Puerto Rico. All of that. I remember my dad taking me into the bar in Humacao and said, if you ever get lost, you go in there and say, ¿Dónde está la casa de los Espinosa? And they would tell me, allá arriba, en la loma. And he showed me around because he told me that it would be mine one day. Because that's what my titis wanted. My brother couldn't stand my father. The tattoo of Tony he got is of his stepfather. And he made sure that he cleared that up for everybody. And he spoke very badly of my dad. My sister also did not like my dad. They had their own personal issues. I was not born when that happened. So I don't know. But she did not forgive him. Neither one of them took care of my father the 5 last years that he was very, very ill. My mom watched him, and I took care of him. And I heard that every day. Catalina! Catalina! I never forget it. As long as I live. I know he loved me. because he did not take his last breath until I hugged him. That was his last word. Catalina. And when his soul left, it went right through me and up. And they laid him on my bed when he died. And when he was sick, he slept on my bed. The bed that I grew up on in that house, in my room. That's where he chose to spend his entire sickness, in my bed. So for you guys to change his wishes, and my aunt's wishes, I wouldn't have even given a rat's ass about the money, man. But that house was special to me. It really was. And the way in which you have treated me, all of you, my family, because I don't, I know they talk all this negative stuff, but I don't know if they told you I put those girls through private school. I bought their first apartments. I bought their first cars. When I left down to Florida, I let them stay in the house. First, the first one, then she went to New Jersey, then the second one. And this is how they repay me, by telling everyone that I was a terrible mom. And yet none of the pictures show that side at all. And boy, I love taking pictures. To the point that I used to say, Ma, stop taking pictures already. Stop taking pictures. You got these pictures. Every year you got the same pictures. I took them to Disney almost every year. I bought a Disney timeshare so we could go 4 freaking times a year. So, because I love Disney. And you know what they told me? No, we're going to see all these islands because all you did was take us to Disney. I'm so sorry that I ruined your childhood by not island hopping. I did the best I could. So I thought. So I thought. And my mom. I didn't know how much that woman hated me. I had no idea. You don't know how much that hurts to know that your mom hated you, always have, and plotted, and together with my sister and my oldest, paid to have me killed. Who the fuck does that? For money that can easily have been divided? I mean, you're not talking about you had to divide it between 15,000 people. We talking about me and my son were the only other two people. That shit was enough for you to plan and plot for my death? Are you serious? And all the people that I grew up with, the people I lived around in Altamont Springs, they were all so happy to be involved in my misery. What kind of people are you? And what makes you think that those gates up there are gonna be open for you? Because that's the type of shit you can't repent. You get it? No. Because it wasn't premeditated once. No. How many times did you try to kill me and was amazed that I woke up the next day? How many times? So, like, how can you explain that to God? Oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. But then I did it on Wednesday. And then I tried again Saturday. And then we tried again Halloween. And then she still woke up, so we tried again. And then we put it in her food. Then we put it in the drink, you know. And then we put it in the air through the vents. And she still woke up. But please forgive me, God. Let me go in. You're fucking delusional. Take marshmallows with you. Okay? So you could toast by the fire. Mm-hmm. My favorite, and then I'm gonna leave you with this. The readers told me that you guys say that I'm cold. That I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm cold. That what all you guys did to me should have broke me down. That I should be so hurt that my family did this to me. I am beyond. I'm not broken. I'm beyond hurt. But if I break, you win. No, sir. You will not win. I'm so much stronger than that. I am my father. You forgot? I am my father's child. I see you. Yes. You took my guts and pulled it the fuck out and threw them away. I'm empty. But broken I am not. I'm strong as ever now. no one can never break me ever again. Never again. So for that, I thank you. I thank you. Really. Because if my own children can step on me the way they did, motherfucker, I'm invincible. None of you can do anything to me. Because I birthed those three, gave them my all. And you used them to help plot my death. They haven't even called me to say, hey, Mom, yo, from the depths of my soul, I'm sorry. No, they're still plotting. So, I'm still standing. I will not break for you or anyone else. Why? Yo, because the team behind me is massive. Massive. And when I go to sleep at night, they are all there waiting to give me a hug, to say, don't worry, we got this, we got this. Luz Teresa, Luz Maria, my father, all of them, bro. Nestor, Vitín, Junior, Jose Manuel, Ambrosia, Cristina, Amelia, all of them, you hear? That whole line. They're there. And they make sure that I wake up every day. And for that, I'm very grateful. So I hope to God, when this is all over, hopefully soon, that I could go to Puerto Rico and I could really talk to them from their water. That's my dream. That's my dream. My dream is to have the house that when I walk out of my back door, I can touch the sand immediately. To have coffee by the water and talk to my real family. Because I have no idea what happened to you people. And I'm very sorry that you went down such a fucked up road. Because I don't know what the hell your future holds. But I know mine is bright. Because the people that stand around me, that's love. That's real love. You people don't know love. And that's sad. So yeah. I am Catherine Espinosa. Catalina. The divine. The chosen one. I don't have any hair on my tongue. Ever. I speak the truth to a fault. Because I believe that the truth shall set you free. So please, readers, even if you're tight in the pockets, don't reduce yourself to being a paid puppet for somebody who is scared to face their reality because they fucked up. Don't get involved. Tell me who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you are. A chosen one. You are not if you're doing that type of shit, okay? Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to me. And don't lie to the public. All right? Choose wisely. Namaste. God bless you all.